Hey goblins! I'm breaking up my post schedule a little bit. I'm posting 2 today because I have some great finds in here from this week that I really want to show you because I haven't seen anyone talking about some of these. So let's just get right into it. So first things first, you guys are going to want to keep your eyes peeled for some new brand name makeup from Maybelline. This is their Green Edition Buttercream Lipstick, and then this is their Green Edition Balmy Lip Blush. I'm going to go through the shades that I found, but I'll read off the numbers and show you the shades. These look amazing, and they're all like pretty kind of like in the middle range as far as like reds are concerned. So I feel like these will really hit for a lot of different skin tones using the same shades. So I'm going to go through these and give you a close-up. So here's the entire shade range. If you are wanting to get as many different colors in the shade range as possible, I would really highly suggest making sure you check the numbers on the bottom, because like these two are 2 different shades and they look nearly identical according to the packaging. Same with these 2 and like these 2. So just keep your eye out. Like if you're just going by these like stripes of color, like I would have probably passed these up in that packaging. It would have like totally confused me on the actual color. But these are 2 different shades. You can see this one is shade 9 and this one is shade 8. So just keep that in mind. But let me go through these. So this is again, the Green Edition Maybelline Balmy Lip Blush. Okay, so I have shade number 1, which is Midnight. You can't see that, but this is shade number 1, Midnight. This is what she looks like. This is very sheer. There's no shimmer. That's just, it's like a lip balm, so it's not matte at all. Okay, this is shade number 2. This is shade Bonfire, and this is what she looks like. A little bit more like magenta tone, a little bit brighter than shade 1. This is shade 3. This is shade Sunshine. This one's a bit more like orange peachy. That's what she looks like. Next up, we have shade 4, which is Flare. And that is what she looks like. Again, a bit more on the pigmented orange side. Definitely cute, though. It's like a corally color. Next up, this is shade 5, which is called Spring. And this is her. It's more of like a berry color. Now we're getting into like a wine, like a light wine, like sort of berry color. It's still, these are all very pretty. Okay, now we are in shade 6, which is Dusk. That is the last shade on the top there. This is kind of like in between the berry and the peach. It's a little bit lighter, but she is gorgeous. That's number 6, Dusk. Okay, so I'm missing number 7. I didn't find that. I found this collection at 2 different stores. Neither of them had number 7, so I don't know if that's just not included in this, but I'll look up number 7 on Amazon, see if I can buy it. This shade is called Desert, and this is a bit more of, I guess like starting to get into the browns. So more neutral, less red or orange, more like a light brown. Last but not least, we have shade number 10. I'm also missing shade number 9. This one is called Sandalwood. And it is definitely a little bit darker neutral brown. But that's all of the balms. I think they're all very pretty and they'll complement many, many skin tones. They are all kind of light. I feel like the color is buildable if you add multiple swipes onto your skin. But overall, I really like this shade range, and I think I'm going to be reaching for these quite a bit, honestly. Okay, so next we're going to get into the matte buttercream, or I'm sorry, not matte, the buttercream lipsticks. These have the same number of shades, but the numbers themselves are different. It goes from 1 to 10, and then there's an 18 and a 20 randomly. And I obviously don't have all of the 1 to 10 in between, so I'm not sure if These are just the shades that they're putting out because I went to 2 different stores and found these, and they had the same shades. There was only like one of these that was different at the second store. So I'm going to keep my eye out, but like I said, I have a feeling that this is pretty much going to be it unless I can find a couple stragglers in a few other stores. But if you don't find these numbers and you find different numbers, let me know. I'm definitely going to be on the hunt for the rest of these. So let me just start with number 1 and then we'll get going. All right, so shade number 1, we have Ecliptic. That is like a really nice plum winey shade. Next up, we have a really nice bright red, shade number 4. This is shade Maple. Look at that color. That is so pretty. So in case you missed it, I am missing shades 2 and 3. This next one is shade 5. It is very similar to shade 4. I would say in person, it is a little bit different. It is brighter. It does have some more like corally tones compared to shade 4. This one is Rainforest. Okay, so that previous one was number 5. This one is shade number 8 in Floral. So I am missing shades 6 and 7 as well as the others. This is more of a lighter nude color, and it's like got a little bit of orange in it. But this one is beautiful as well. All right, now we're into number 9, which is again like a beautiful, more neutral shade. This one is shade Juniper. It's like a little bit of a pinky neutral. It's not quite the color that's on. This looks like kind of a neutrally brown, but sorry. It's definitely got pink tones in it. I think this is probably the color I will be reaching for the most. I really like that shade. It's gorgeous. This is number 9, Juniper. Next, we have number 10, shade Lagoon. This is also another neutral, but it does have some more pinky tones in it with like a little bit more like mauve-y tones, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I love this color as well. Again, that was number 10, Lagoon. Okay, so now the numbers jump. This is shade 18 in Musk. And this is more of like a brick red color. It is also very pretty, but it is like an orangey red. And last but not least, we have shade number 20, which is Forest, and it is a brown. It is also very gorgeous, though. It's kind of like a plummy brown. It does have some like purpley notes to it. But this one on the packaging looked identical to this first one here on the bottom. So you can really see how the packaging is kind of deceptive. So make sure you're checking those numbers. If you like any of these swatches and you're interested in any of these lipsticks, just make sure you pay attention to the numbers because that packaging is very, very similar. I mean, these are 2 extremely different colors, and in the bag, these would look almost identical. Like, especially with that shiny pink color throwing everything off, these would look exactly the same to me hanging in the bag. Also, pro tip, make sure you're checking your checkout lanes, the hooks up by the registers. That's where I found these. I've noticed that a couple of the stores that I go to, they hang all of their new makeup that comes out up by the register. And not always the register they're checking people out at. A lot of times they're just in random registers that are closed. Some of them are even closed off, like you can't even walk through the aisle in the register. So I would definitely check because like in one of the other stores, not the stores I found these in, but one I found an entire display of the Be Pure Dessert Bronzers in a different box for something else. It was like for night lights or something, shoved into like a checkout lane, like shelf. And I was like, what the hell? But I found them. So I would definitely check there because that's where I found these. I'm really excited for these. These are really nice formulas. I really love the colors and I hope you guys can find them in your local Dollar Trees. These were all at my bougie tree that like has so many things that I can't find at the other stores. I did find them in one of my other local stores, so I do have hope that they will filter into the other ones that are near me because I have like 10. But so far, I only found it at 2. There is a part 2 to my haul. If you guys want to join me, I'm going to be posting that momentarily. Should already be up by the time you see this, but look at all these cute things I found. Okay, see you in part 2. Bye!